finished watching Super Size Me. The last time I watched it was when I was about 17, and right after I watched it, I went and bought some McDonald's because the guy made it look so good. It was like, I actually thought it was a conspiracy. I thought it was like a movie made by McDonald's to make you go and buy it, because it just made me want to eat it so much after I watched it. So it just goes to show where I was a few years ago, you know? It wasn't too long ago where I was totally unrecognizable. I ate a lot of bad food, I did a lot of bad things, I hurt a lot of people, I stole stuff, I broke stuff. I was just a bad person, man. I was a bad person. That was when I was like, you know, 16, 17. I was just like the rest of the boys, just like everyone else. I was a sheep, and I didn't even know it. I didn't even know it. What made me switch? What made me turn it all around? I think it was this one YouTube video called Thoughts Become Things. Thoughts Become Things. And what I learned from it was that, wow, what you focus on, you actually attract, you actually get. Like, thoughts literally become things. So basically in the video the guy was talking about, you know, when you think about a house long enough and you visualize it and you feel it and it's like it's all you focus on, eventually a house from your thought form is gonna manifest into the physical form of the house. I was like, holy crap, really? It does the same thing with a car or a bike, you know, where you live or where you travel or what you own and all sorts of things, who you become. You know, thoughts literally become things, and that really made a profound impact on my life. And ever since then, like right after I watched the movie, I wrote down this big list of everything I wanted, and after that I found out about law of attraction and everything else, and one thing led to another, and here I am today because of my deliberate thinking. I deliberately program my thoughts with audiobooks and YouTube videos and books on my Kindle, hardcover books I used to read, and I just certain conversations, like I set up Skype appointments with people so I can talk about one topic and just dive really deep into that topic. Whereas before I used to gossip with people, I used to talk about the latest hockey game or whatever, just crap. Just talk about this, talk about this, talk about this, just dilute my thoughts like crazy, think about a million different things. But when you focus on one thing, it's like putting a magnifying glass under the sun, and it just harnesses the sun energy and just boom, narrows it down, and you can burn through cement, man. You can burn through steel almost when you harness the power of the sun, when you concentrate it, when you focus it, when you narrow it in on something. Find something that you want and focus on it, and you keep hitting that same topic over and over and over again. When you hit an oak tree with an axe, and you hit it at the top, in the middle, on the bottom, on the side, all over the place 1,000 times, nothing's gonna happen. You go ding, 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 nothing happens. But if you hit that oak tree in the same spot 1,000 times, guess what's gonna happen? Boom, 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 boom. Oak tree goes down. So if you wanna change your mind, if you wanna reprogram your mind, you gotta reprogram it with the same thought over and over and over and over and over and over again, so it sinks down into the subconscious and it eventually becomes your reality. There's two ways of programming your subconscious mind. There's one called spaced repetition, where you think the same thought over and over and over again, with something called auto-suggestion. And autobiography is when someone, you know, they write a biography about themselves, and auto-suggestion is when you suggest something to yourself over and over and over again. So like, for example, if you think you're fat currently, you can auto-suggest to yourself that you're fit and healthy. Every time you look in the mirror, that can be your anchor, and you look in the mirror, you say, I'm fit and healthy. And you keep repeating that over and over and over and over and over again. It's like chopping that oak tree, hitting the same spot every time. Eventually, changes are gonna happen. So that's spaced repetition. And the second way is to have an emotional impact. So either from an authoritative figure, so if you either get like a mentor or a coach or someone that you really look up to tell you something like, man, you're awesome, you're on track, you're gonna do it, you're already fit and healthy, you're already making a lot of progress. If you get them to tell you something like that, from an authoritative point of view, it's gonna make an emotional impact, and it's gonna go right down into your subconscious, and that's gonna really affect you. So for example, a lot of times in school, teachers are the authoritative source, and they say, bad Johnny, you gotta pay attention, stop having attention deficit disorder episodes. Johnny's gonna be like, oh my god, I have ADD, you know, because this authoritative source is telling me this. Or a hockey coach could be like, come on Johnny, you're such a sloppy skater these days, what's going on? Johnny's gonna be like, oh my god, the coach called me out in front of all my friends and called me a sloppy skater, I guess I'm just a sloppy skater. Because authoritative source makes an emotional impact, it can sink down. But you can decide to have your own emotional impact by watching really motivational, inspirational YouTube videos. You can decide to have your own emotional impact by hiring the right mentor or right coach for you. So when you combine the emotional impact method and the spaced repetition method for programming your subconscious mind, things are gonna really take off for you. I swear, things are gonna really take off. You can change your entire life in less than 3 weeks. You can turn your whole life around in just a couple weeks. Just by doing that spaced repetition over and over and over again, hitting the oak tree in the same spot, hitting the oak tree in the same spot, and you're really getting that emotional impact happening. Just finding the best YouTube video ever that makes you feel the best ever, converting it to MP3, putting it on your iPod, sticking it in your ear, going about your day. Drive to work every day, drive home every day, listen to that audiobook. You go for a run every day, go for a walk every day, listen to the audiobook. You go for a shower every day, put the audiobook on speakerphone and listen while you're in the shower. Do something to get that emotional impact happening as well.